I have no idea the last time I made a video like this, but I'm just going to have a little chat with you about a few things. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you. Yesterday at the time of recording, I had my first ever real sort of meet and greet event in real life. It was at the CEX store in Bournemouth, and I was blown away, honestly. There will be a vlog and some kind of video of the day in more depth and everything like that, but this is how it feels the day after, and I want to say thank you for that, talk about it a little bit, and just a bunch of other things. Obviously, we've got a brand new season of Rocket League coming up very soon, so that's exciting. We're going into the sort of winter months, the best time for Rocket League, as it's always been over the years, and I just thought I'd have a little chat, a little catch-up. So if there's any questions you want me to answer, whether it's in a future video or in the comments of this video, then drop a comment down below. If there's anything you want to ask me, I'll be in the comments as always, so feel free to drop a comment down below that isn't just first, because you can't all be first. I've said that over the years I've very much gotten used to being recognized in game and everything like that, but when it comes to hearing someone that watches my videos voice or something like that, for example in blind trading, I never get tired of that. But even more so when I meet someone in person, it is the most fulfilling and surreal experience. First of all, I turn up the shop and there's obviously the desk with the ENDPOINT logo, the CEX logo looks unreal, and my face is, it's everywhere, okay? It was mental. I mean, mental. I'd go into these shops as a kid and get secondhand PlayStation 2 games for like £1.50 years and years ago. And I go in there this time round and it's just me everywhere. I don't say that to brag. I don't even say that to suggest that I deserve it. I think imposter syndrome is definitely something I have struggled with, but to see people in person, I mean, people traveled a long way. I mean, there was a kid called Jacob who had traveled 9 hours in a car. I mean, there's absolutely nothing I can do to make that trip worthwhile, by the way. I made that very clear to them. I was like, I wish I could do more. I wish I could do more. I've been to LANs and everything like that. I've had people come up and ask for a picture, but I've never had an event like that yesterday, you know. People queuing. I mean, some people queued for up to 2 hours to meet me, take photos, and just to see the excitement, just to see me was not something I think I'll ever feel like I deserve in the slightest. I had a dad tell me he sees me more than he sees his own wife. That's how often his kid watches my videos. You know, he said he knows all the stuff I do, you know, blind trading, the gameplay, everything, and every single interaction I had yesterday was positive. And I only hope, if you are watching this and you are one of the people that made the trip to come and see me at the event, that you felt the same way and you had a good time. That's all I hope for. And the fact that anyone showed up, I was making jokes to people. I was just saying, you know what, maybe if no one shows up, that would be fine. I can just stay there for a few hours and play Rocket League by myself. But it was hyped. I mean, shout out to Lucy as well for kind of emceeing the event with the microphone, getting the crowd involved. We had the wheel spinner with my forfeits on. Some of the forfeits I had to do, not great. I think my least favorite one, genuinely, was probably the camera nerf. I had to bring my... So it was basically first-person Rocket League, to be honest, and it just means the depth perception is all gone. I'd go for like a flip thinking I'm near the ball, and I'm like this far away from it. It was a struggle, but I had an unbelievable time. So thank you everyone that came out. It was phenomenal. And to those of you that couldn't make it, that wanted to come, I'm sorry, but I'm sure, given how that one went, we won't hesitate to do another event like that in the future. In fact, saying that, if you're much further up north in the UK, for example, and you happen to be going to Insomnia in Birmingham, I think in a week or so, a week or so when this video comes out, then I will be there as well at the ENDPOINT booth. You can meet me there too, and I'm just so excited to meet everyone that goes. Honestly, phenomenal stuff. And again, I feel like I don't deserve it, but here we are. I suppose this is the kind of video you get when I just click record and have no idea what to say, but I don't want to do multiple takes of this video because then it's not as real, I guess. I don't know. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask if in your comment you could include what your favorite video or series of mine is you'd like to see. I know I continually get a comment, don't worry, I do see it. Someone says I should do a crate opening and then equip and make a car, make a preset out of what I get from that crate opening. And you know what, I'll finally do it. I see that comment a lot. I will write it right now. Crate opening, equip car. There we go. I'll do that. That will be on the channel in 2 days time. It's as easy as that, really, to get ideas, isn't it? So if you have any ideas like that, anything you'd like to see me do, even if it's just you that would like to see me do it, if I see it and think, hey, that's a good idea, then the likelihood is I'll do it. Certainly in the run-up to the new season, why not? So let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to see it. There was a video I uploaded a year and a half or so ago. It was January 2022. Same setup, same sort of situation. And I was doing a Q&A, and I answered a question that really hit me in the feels. It said, when was the last time you were proud of yourself? And I had a bit of a wobble on camera, couldn't really answer the question, not with conviction necessarily, and in my day-to-day life, I wasn't particularly proud of myself because of just feeling like I wasn't living up to my potential, I suppose, because obviously a lot of people say comparison is the thief of joy, and I completely understand that, and to combat that, a lot of people say the only person you should compare yourself to is yourself. But if that comparison is also negative in your present moment, it can have the exact same effect, if not even worse, because you feel like you're not even better than who you used to be. And that is exactly where I was. I'm torn right now between the feeling of excitement with the Rocket League season ending, but also not dread, but like I said, everything's ending. So the Rocket League season has ended, the LAN events and everything have ended, Gamers 8 just ended. Everything feels like it's come to an end. And that can be new beginnings, exciting times, all that stuff. And then it can also be the uncertainty of the future. And I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit... I don't think scared is the right word. And I trust that I will do whatever's right for me to do, and we'll have a good time. Whatever videos I choose to make, wherever I go, whatever I do, it'll be the right thing, because if it happens, it's the right thing. That's the only thing that will happen, if that makes any sense. But at the same time, I'm not delusional. I know that the interest in Rocket League is more or less at an all-time low, and September's always the worst for Rocket League. It's a good thing they have an update in it, but typically September's not a great time. And if you look at the Google Trends graph, if you look at the Google Trends graph and you look at my sort of social media growth graph, the trends graph for Rocket League and my social media statistics are almost identical. It's so heavily connected, and I obviously don't have control over how popular Rocket League is. I just know that for me personally, Rocket League is still my favorite game by a long way, and it's the only game I play. If we don't count chess, I might play like 5 games of chess a day. If we don't count that, Rocket League is the only game I play. I haven't played Fortnite in months, and that was my number 2 game. I've got thousands of hours in Fortnite. I've made videos on Fortnite, and I don't play that either. I do not play video games other than Rocket League. So it's sort of like, if I want to make video game videos, which I always have done, I'm going to make them on Rocket League. I love Rocket League. But saying that, I was at the event speaking to people about when they got the game. I had some people come to the event and play Rocket League with me that had never played the game before. Never, ever. And a lot of people said they'd had the game for 2 or 3 years. Had a couple people say, 2016, 2015, then they took a break and that sort of thing. But I've been playing Rocket League, obviously, for 7.5, nearly 8 years. Incredible that it's still fun for me, and I think that's just because the skill ceiling is so high, and certainly over the last 2 years, my Rocket League gameplay has improved so much. I don't give myself enough credit for how good I am in the game, partly because it's funny when you see YouTubers lose and you see moments like that, but when you compare it to the average player, I am good at the game. And who wouldn't be with 7 years of experience, right? So luckily, I still love Rocket League. I still enjoy Rocket League, but I think there is a small element of worry in me that says in the back of my mind, what happens when that no longer gets me out of bed in the morning? What happens when I have no interest in doing trade-ups, no interest in gameplay? I love doing the gameplay highlights. Even though they're a bit long to edit, I think they turn out so well and they're so fun to watch. Because I've always said I'll do YouTube with whatever it is I'm enjoying. And that is something I've always done. That's why I've had 40 channels. And I've been doing this since I was a kid. Rocket League since I was a child. And we're still going. If you have any thoughts about anything I've spoken about, let me know in the comments. Like I said, any questions, drop it down below. This is just a waffly ramble video. Like I said, I haven't done a video like this in a long time. I could have done a cut commentary with me in the corner and gameplay. I could have put some Subway Surfers on one side and some South Park on the other, just to really get the dopamine going. But I suppose this is for anyone that cares to listen. And by watching this far, you are one of those people. So sincerely, as the title suggests, thank you. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. And to everyone saying, road to 1 million, we're still on the road to 1 million. I'll keep going. We keep going. It's a long way to go in some ways, and in other ways, it's not far at all. But as long as I'm having fun, and as long as you're having fun, that is the main thing. But obviously, at the end of the day, I've got to make a living. But at the moment, I've got that taken care of. So fun for me, fulfillment is the main thing. And I think the event and seeing a bunch of you and seeing some of you just shaking and so ecstatic to meet me, that is the most fulfilling thing that could have come my way, because it's a lot of time on your own, and to see it all come together in real life, like the event yesterday, was one of the most fulfilling experiences that I have ever had and will never forget. So thank you so much for coming to the event. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one very soon.